Hello people, you're welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing today? So in my last video I talked about how important it is for your job, for your work experience to align well with the job description of the company you're trying to apply for. And so in this video I'll be talking about some of those things that you shouldn't have in your CV, because really nobody cares about the CV, nobody cares about these things in the CV. And it just kind of occupy a lot of space, and it just makes the CV lengthy and they're more difficult to go through, if you know what I mean. So one of the first things I always advise people when applying for a job and how the CV should look like is, first of all, you need to remove your religion. As the world is changing, we change along with it, right? So now, number one thing is, please take away religion, because you don't even know if the person who is going to be viewing your CV doesn't care about religion, and then the moment he just sees you say you're a Christian or a Muslim and is like, this one likes religion or values religion so much, the person just says no, no, this is a no, and then it just goes off. So really take away religion. You not having religion in your CV does not change the fact that you're a Christian. It doesn't change the fact that you're a Muslim, but just take it out. I don't know what else to say, but just take it out from your CV. You don't need to have that religion. Then another thing again you should take out is you should take out sexuality from your CV. When you have take out sexuality from your CV, female, male, really doesn't matter anymore. Nobody really cares. Just take it out. But when you have your name, where you have your name written on the CV, maybe Pamela, if you don't, in brackets I just put she/her, which are my pronouns. So that alone is going to tell whoever it is viewing my CV that I identify as a girl. But then sexuality really doesn't matter, so you take it out. Then you also take out your, what is it? You take out your date of birth is important. You have your date of birth there, but you take out your religion, you take out your sexuality, you take out your, what was it again? I should have written this down. You take out your religion, you take out sexuality, you take out your marital status. No one cares about your marital status, so you take it out from there. Maybe later on the job you could tell them they are married, as if you are being asked. But then if nobody asks you, you really move. No one cares about your marital status. No one cares. Your marital status actually has nothing to do on the job, and then it's just taking up some space from there, so just take it out. No one cares about your marital status, so please remove your marital status. Then please always ensure that you put on your CV what you are able to defend. So like I said in my last video, I had someone who did a JD. So there was a time when I'd applied for this job and I got the job. No, I didn't get the job. I got to the interview stage of the job application. Yeah. So I met the recruiter. He introduced himself to me. He told me about what the job, what the company I was going to be working with was about. And, he just gave me a background knowledge of what the company is about, what the job I'm applying for is about, and what it entails. And then he said I should tell him about myself. So I did the whole, my name is this, I'm from this, I have this and that, all of those shits. After I was done with that, he said, let's go to your CV. You said you had this in your CV so he said, between 2015 to 2017, you're working in this place as this. Can you please tell me some of the things you outlined in your CV as your achievements? My God, I was just looking like this because I no go lie, I copied it. I copied that thing like, something that you copied. You cannot remember it because it was copy and paste. So I copied, and I just already knew at that point that this one was over. I wasn't going to get it. And during the course of the interview, I am not even able to start looking for my CV. I didn't even expect that he was going to be asking me for anything related to that in my CV. So I didn't even bother to read it. I just felt he would say, okay, this is the experience they need, so this is it. I didn't know he was going to tell me to outline the things I had written in my CV. That was the first time I was experiencing it, but that was not the last time, because another time I had to interview for another job, the same thing happened. So, but by then, the second time it was happening, I was already prepared, because it means that these recruiters who are upping their games is no longer the generic questions of why do you want to join this company, what do you see yourself in the next 5 years. Those are no longer the questions they are asking. They've actually upped their games. They know a lot of us are copying and pasting CV, and so because of that, they kind of tell us to tell them what we have in our CV, and then when you're not able to defend it, I'm sorry, they move to the next available person. They just kind of make the whole thing they kind of make the whole thing easier for them, so they don't even waste much time. That my interview was supposed to last for 30 minutes, but I can tell you it didn't last up to 10 minutes, because from the very second question he asked me, I already flopped, and there was really no need. So he just said, we'll get back to you in the next step. It wasn't even up to 2 hours. I got a mail to say, we are sorry, we will not be proceeding from here. We got a more suitable candidate for this role. Thank you for your time, and all of those things. In short, before they told me thank you, I already told myself thank you, because I know, say, I don't fuck up already, and I needed to own it with my full chest. So please, when you are doing your CV, when you are drafting your CV, as much as you want to make your CV attractive, please, if it's copy and paste, don't copy it from one place and paste it. Type it. Those things you type, as you are typing it, somehow you are reading it, you are remembering it, is in your head. Please type them, no copy and paste them. Type them so that you go remember some of those things, because it go bad when they go ask you, say, how far waiting dey this place, and you're looking at them like, not be you get the CV, not be you present the CV, so wetin make you no remember wetin dey the CV. So it just means that this one don't know wetin the person wants, and then they just move to the next person. But that's that about that. So, but what I'm actually trying to say is, there are some things you shouldn't have in your CV. So apart from the religion, apart from the sexuality, apart from the what is it again? Marital status, you also should be able to defend your CV. You should be able to put into your CV those things you are able to defend, those things you are able to, even if you don't say it word for word, but you are able to say something close to it. It means you know what you are saying. It means you know what you wrote in there, and you are able to defend it. You get. And then another thing is, please, if you're not able to work under pressure, say it. You cannot handle pressure. Pressure the key person, you cannot, because it's another thing for you to give them this expectation, like, they are trying to employ someone who is very good. People are trying to manage costs, employers are trying to manage costs. So if you come with the impression that you're able to do two people's job, and then they hire you instead of hiring two people, and then when you now start the job, you're telling them that, I'm sorry, I no go fit do this job. It's not good. It's not good. Always learn to manage people's expectations of you. It's better that you undertell them who you are, and then when you start to work on the job, you overperform on your job. Now, for you to tell them that you are here, and then by the time you start the job, you are here, go say, they go just fire you because you lie for them from the beginning. So try to always learn to manage people's expectations of you, no matter how good you think you are. It's not bad if you talk down on yourself. Let someone else be the one saying you are that. And then you're like, oh, I never knew I was this. I thought I was here, It's better now for you to tell them that you're here, and then when you get there, you're not able to, perform so well on this role. Please tell them you cannot handle pressure. Pressure, the key. I don't see people who don't die from pressure. I no go fit handle pressure. I beg. If you don't say this work, like the work where you go take me, I no go fit one. If you don't get that job, it doesn't mean you won't get the next one. But it also means that you are sincere enough in this one to tell them that you are not able to do two people's job. You're just one person, and they're not going to pay you the second person's salary. So please, if you cannot do it, tell them you cannot do it. And then if you can handle pressure, by all means, please tell them you are able to handle pressure. Tell them, say, now you be your pata of pressure. Say, now pressure they take born you. Say, make they bring 100 people work come, say you go feed one. My sister, I dey here. Me, I will be cheering you up because people like us, we don't like pressure. And because we don't like pressure, we know the near pressure. When I even know that the thing is going to be stressful. There are some jobs I want to apply for. By the time I go through the JD and I see that you must have this, you must be able to do this, you must be able to do that, I just tell myself that as much as I need a changing job, not be this one I won't do, because this one, so now this one will kill me. If you die today, you not go fit apply for another job tomorrow. So I just pass. There are some jobs that are very attractive. When you see the pay, in the entire eye. But really, let's look at it. As much as you want to get this job, when you start to work for this job, hey God, you go see say no be as you think say e be o, because a lot of companies actually demand so much from their employers. Sorry, a lot of employers actually demand so much from their employees that when they are not able to perform the way they expect them to do, they just say that you're underproductive. And they had these people to sack you from work. They had, and especially when you're on probation period is actually the easiest period for any employer to sack you because it's less cost for them. But then when you're already an employee, it's very difficult to sack you, especially in countries where they have employees rights and laws. It's very difficult for them to sack you. So when they say they produce well, you are not productive on the role in your first 6 months, depending on how much time you have on your probation period, they will just sack you during that time. And then imagine working in a company that you believe is your dream company for 3 months and then you get sacked. It's not really nice. It's not something anyone wants to experience. It's not something I pray for anyone to get. So because of that, I beg, when they do the CV, try to be sincere. Try to just be sincere with this thing. Try to say what you are able to do. The one you are not able to do, the one you are learning, you go say they're proficient in it. You are able to do it, but it's not so much. That way you're able to manage the expectation, but that you are still doing your best. You're still trying to learn it. You're still putting more effort to ensure that you get to this high level. But for now, you're just in the medium stage. And if they say they're okay, no wahala, may they go. Another person will call you. But for now, please ensure that anything you put in your CV is something you're able to defend, so that go end up like me, we go copy and paste CV and no fit come do one. I hope you really enjoyed this one. This video is just like an extra video to the other one. I didn't want it to be so long, so that's the reason why I cut and joined this one. Like I cut that one and then joined it in this one, so that I'm able to make it a more fun video, and at the same time try to just tell you that I beg, waiting go fit do, no talk say you go fit do am, because you dey find work. Because when work come, you see work, you go run from work. So please do what you can do. And like I always say in all my videos, there is really nothing you cannot do. If I'm able to do it, trust me, you can do it. And then till you get that perfect job, I'll be here cheering you up. See you in my next one.